Hey everyone, this is Shannon from Nightmarish Conjurings, and we are here with writer-director of Get Duked, Ninian Doff, is it?
Doff, that's it. Yeah,
All right.
It's easy on Ninian, which is the tricky bit, and then Doff, which is the other one.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with me today, and congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about the genesis of the film and how it all came to be, what inspired you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's my feature debut film, debut feature film, I should say, after making sort of building my voice in music videos. And as I was sitting down to write it, it's sort of the genesis essentially was there's a real thing in the United Kingdom called the Duke of Edinburgh Award, which is a kind of multi-day hiking trip, camping. Teenagers go out on their own with a map and inevitably get lost and sort of figure it out. I did this as a teenager. And I just had this sort of slightly one-line joke idea in my head, which was four teenagers on the Duke of Edinburgh Award and find themselves being hunted by a duke. And then that led to me building this sort of story that I wanted. I was thinking about the genre of horror essentially in the or traditional, almost maybe 80s slasher horror in the modern landscape. And traditionally teenagers flail and run for their life while the bad guys chase them. And I was like, nowadays you want to do a 180 where the teenagers would be like, fuck you, and they're going to chase the bad guys. And the bad guys are going to be locked inside the house going, why don't they just let us kill them? What's wrong with these guys? And that was it. That was the genesis. That got me really excited. I was like, I want to write a revenge movie for the next generation in which they chase the bad guys ultimately. And we're not going to accept it, which is, what hopefully is all what's going on right now,
And I think what makes this film so great is the chemistry between the four teenage actors. Like, that really drives the film home. So can you talk a little bit about that casting process and finding those individuals?
Yeah, it's funny, I heard someone talk about that a writer and a director, especially if you're a writer-director, you almost have to separate the two roles. And I feel like I did it a little too well because I happily wrote this whole script. And then suddenly one day someone's like, yeah, okay, you're going to get the money, you're going to make this film. And then it dawns on you that you've put four teenagers in 98% of your movie and you have to find them. And if you don't find them, nothing is worse than bad teenage acting, right? So a huge process, casting tapes sent to me from all over the United Kingdom and Ireland, workshops happening, individual meetings, auditions, and getting different combinations of four teenagers together, finally settling on these guys. And it's really one of these crazy things that I can't imagine I didn't write it knowing them, because they inhabit the roles so perfectly and they play it so beautifully. And some of these guys have never been in a film before, so I'm just so excited about the world seeing them and hopefully their careers, because I think they're such great actors. And yeah, you're right, it's the chemistry. They became real friends in real life, but also I just kept saying as I was watching it, whenever there was the impulse to play it more aggressive or like bullying or something, I'd be like, just play like deep friendship, because it's so nice to watch. It's sort of so like memorable. These friendships you have as a teenager are so beautiful and so tight. And I was like, whenever on the monitor I saw them just play it as like true friendship, like my heart soared and I just wanted to keep watching it. So it was kind of the direction I just kept giving to them. I was like, just friendship, man, let's see it. It's such a joy to watch.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Thank you.
Of course, stay safe.
Take care. Thanks.